younger. And I wish I'd practiced it every day from that age, because it would have, totally changed how I cope with things. But again, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
I'm glad it didn't. I'm glad I'm passionate about it now, so I can bring it to other people that way, for sure.
Absolutely.
I think they should make it mandatory to some of the schools, right? Because it helps out a lot of these young kids.
Well, absolutely, John. That's like our vision. Our vision is to get it into the schools. So we're one step at a time. But the big why, the goal that we're working towards is to make it part of the curriculum on some level, on a very basic, minute level, if it needs to be.
So to all our listeners out there, if you guys are involved in any of the education system, if you're involved in the schools or anything, please go to Empowering Your Future group, and we will put her links and everything on there so you guys can get in contact with her and see about maybe, talking to her about getting this into your schools where your kids are and getting involved a little bit more.
Thank you so much, guys.
And I know there's quite a number of teachers out there that are, very much into their yoga and mindfulness. So if you're listening out there, contact Aero or post something up on our Facebook page, because, if you're in private school or public school, it does help a lot of people, and we got to start doing it. So please let us know.
And remember, there's power in numbers. So the more people that get together, the more teachers that get together, the more parents that get together, the more that these things will be implemented. I hear people all the time complain about different aspects of the school system and stuff. But you know what? You have the power to change it. You are the ones who create it, and if you want to change it, you got to stand together and fight together to actually have these things changed, because nothing is set in stone. And don't let anybody tell you that they're not. I mean, when my older kids were in elementary school, I was chair of the governing board. And let me tell you, there's a lot more power than people think. And, your vote counts and you count. So step up to the plate, and really fight for something that is important for the kids, for the teachers, for everybody involved.
Yeah, and one more thing that, if you have, your school board or even some of the teachers out there, or even some of the parents, that if you're kind of sick and tired of, a lot of the children and the kids out there getting diagnosed with ADHD or even getting prescription drugs, maybe you want to try some of the programs that Aero and our partners can bring out there. It might change, because I know it will change for sure. So
I just want to also mention, you guys, that we can't, I know we touched on mental health earlier, but I have to bring it back to this. There's a crisis. There's such a prevalence of mental illness in, not even just in Canada, in the world, but I think it's up to 20% of Canadian youth have a mental illness of some kind or are affected with a mental disorder. And that's huge. That's super high. Suicide is an issue. Let's talk about these things every day. I have been that person. I've been there. I've dealt with anxiety and depression, and I'm saying no to letting this be okay for the future generation. So it's okay to feel this, but we have the tools now to support people better. So let's give them those tools.
Absolutely. So for all of you listening out there, get in touch with Aero, Jen, and I, and we're here to support anyone, any family that's going through some tough times, especially with your kids. That's why we have the show. It's Empowering Your Future. It's not just about being positive, being mindful, but so we can speak out for you and connect you with the right kind of people. So once again, get a hold of Aero and Jen. We're gonna post it on our Facebook. So contact us. Don't wait around. So
thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's about really providing. We're here to provide you the tools to empower you and whatever lies in your future. And at the end of the day, if you're not too sure what direction to go in or anything, reach out to us, because if we can't help you, I guarantee you we know somebody that will or can, and we will put you in the right direction and connect you with the right people.
Absolutely.
Such a pleasure to talk to you guys today. I really appreciate this opportunity.
Absolutely. Thank you.
But keep us posted on how your projects are doing. If there's any way that we can help you and support you, just let me know. And I've got your back, and Jen's there, and we're gonna have you back on the show, and let us know how the mindfulness and yoga with the school is. Okay.
I will. Thank you, Jen and John.
Absolutely.
Have a great night.
You too.
Awesome.
Have a good night. Take care.
Take
Bye. John. Wow, that was fabulous, guys. Like, that was awesome.
Absolutely. So that's why we want to bring in like really good quality shows, like guests on our show. So it's making a difference. And right, Jen? And that's what we're here for.
Absolutely, absolutely. So next week, guys, just as a recap, just a reminder, next week is the draw. So if you want to get the free signed copy of my book, or I should say our book, because I'm not the only one who's in there, please sign up to the contest. Get your name in the contest. Put your name in, and we will be doing the draw live next week. It'll be towards the end of the show. It won't be at the beginning of the show, just an FYI. So you got to listen to the show,
That's right. So,
John, do you have any things? Do you have any things going on? Like, what's happening with you on your end?
Well, we don't have any. I'm just letting some of the listeners know that we have a couple of soup kitchen here in Oakville, the Kerr Ministry. So they're looking for volunteers on Christmas Eve and a few days before that. So you can get a hold of them and volunteer your time and donate if you have anything to donate, or food, clothes, whatever it may be. And that's pretty much what I'm involved in right now. But other than that, everything else is in January for all the future events. But that's all I got right now, Jen, and yourself.
Couple of things. We've got the toy drive that we're doing next Saturday, which will be going out into the community and going out into some of the shelters and stuff around the GTA and surrounding areas. And then got a couple of other projects that are in the works that we are working towards, so that'll be coming up shortly. I'll be able to give you guys some more detail about that probably next week or the week after.
Amazing.
It's exciting. There's a lot of exciting things happening.
Absolutely, and it's exciting time. I mean, and it's Christmas, and spend some time with some good people, guys, out there. And be careful too. I mean, it's there's no snow yet. You gotta be careful driving. I'm telling you, I've been seeing so many careless drivers the last couple of days, Jen. It's crazy. I was dropping off somebody about 6 in the morning, and I was telling some guy skidded like in front of me on a four-way stop. He started cooking, hit the pole. I was like, what's going on here? Is this guy drunk?
He probably hit ice or black ice, and you know what? I'll tell you, if you don't have winter tires on the car, I can tell you it's one of the biggest investments. One thing people don't realize is, your car is your vehicle to get from point A to point B, but it's also a vessel that your life is in. So really, at the end of the day, how important is your life to you? Take the extra and put winter tires on your car. It's not 100%. It's not like you're never going to slide, but I can guarantee you it will probably save your life in more than one occasion.
Is it mandatory? Jen, you're from Montreal, right?
Yes.
Is it mandatory?
Absolutely. From November 15th on, you have to have winter tires on your car, and if you're caught without winter tires, you don't want to know what that fine is. It's very expensive. They'll hit you with a fine just if they pull you over and they check and you don't have winter tires. That's an automatic fine. So everybody has until November 15th to put on their winter tires. Outside of that, there's no such thing as all-season tires. I mean, not that there's no such thing, but it's not used. Yeah. Because it doesn't help you. All-season tires, you're driving all year round. So if you're driving in the summer, your threads are lower. By the time winter comes around, when you actually need the threads, they're worn because you've been driving them. Like, it's not the greatest thing. It's not going to help you. So I encourage, I know it's not a bylaw here, and I don't just say this because I'm from Montreal, but the amount of accidents here versus the amount of accidents over there is huge. It is absolutely huge. And at the same time, too, the insurance isn't as expensive because of it. It's one of the reasons why it's mandatory.
Absolutely. I mean, you can't be careless out there.
No, you got your life in your hands, and you have other people's lives in your hands. And the holidays is not the time for carelessness. Be responsible.
That's for sure. So, and I hope you don't drink and drive. That's why you ride your bike. Even though you ride your bike, just...
You know what? I came across this guy, and I completely lost him. My phone had died just when I found it, and when it came back on, it didn't go back to where I was like when it powered back on. So it's definitely not like a computer, but there's a gentleman, and I don't remember his name, but you guys can check out the services. There is a company that is a new startup that's starting up, and they will come and deliver alcohol to your house. So you don't have to drive or anything for the holidays, if you're visiting. And don't forget, there's services out there that if you need, take an Uber. There's other companies and services that are there to help you as far as helping people drive and stuff. Don't drink and drive again. Can't emphasize it enough. And at the same time, if you're not going out and you have had a drink or so and you want anything else, there's establishments and companies that have started where they will come and deliver to you so you don't have to take that risk.
That's a good point. I could have thought about that.
Oh, yeah, because there's sometimes where, you buy a couple of bottles of wine or something, you have some people come over, and then unexpectedly you have extra people come over, show up, and then you weren't really prepared for them. So you need to grab a couple of more bottles, but you already had a couple of glasses of wine, so you should not be going outside to go and get more because these people showed up. You know what I mean? So at least if there's a way that you can pick up the phone and call a company and, hey, have them deliver it, all the better. And then you don't have to leave your guest either.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm telling you, it's just, I feel like sometimes not safe even driving around this time of year because there's so many crazy people. That's kind of, I don't know, kind of...
Are you talking about me? Huh?
Yeah, you. You're French. I'm sure you drink a lot.
I don't know if it's the French, the Irish, the Scottish, or what other aspect, because there's a lot of me and they all seem to drink.
Why? I wonder why. I mean, maybe it's in their
I don't know. I mean, don't forget too, back in the days, people weren't drinking for the fun of it. They were drinking to keep warm. I mean, they didn't have the way the houses are built now and stuff like that. When we really think about it, it was freezing and the winters were a hell of a lot worse than what they are today. So it was more keeping your ass warm than anything else. And I guess it just kind of stayed.
Absolutely. I mean,
became that hereditary thing. You grow up with it. It's what you've been around, and either you succumb to it or you're the opposite and you're completely against it. It's either or.
That's right. So, the next couple of weeks, just take it easy, guys, because seriously, your kids are a family is so important, and you want to be there. You don't want to be. You just want to be around. I'm telling you now. Right? And isn't that an awesome guest that we had tonight? I mean, she's so passionate about helping people, and
it's the future It's the future generation, and I love that.
It's true, so true, because you don't want to be, growing up and having all these issues. But if you can learn how to deal with it, that's even better. So I'm glad they have a program like that, right? So
absolutely. So guys, again, get on the Empowering Your Future group. Get on and sign up for the book contest. You can find out all the rest of the details basically in the on there, as well as you can go to theliberatedwomen.com/talk-show, and you can get the information on there as well. If you want to hear any of the previous recordings, you'll find them on the website as well. So I say thank you, guys. Thank you to our listeners. We appreciate you. We love you. Stay safe, and see you tomorrow, same time, same place.
All right.
Have a good night.
Have a good one.
You too, John. Bye.
Bye.